Hey, what's going on, my peoples? Just want to come at you with another update, another video for you. These next series of videos are going to be, I don't want to say graphic, but they're going to be a little bit more of intimate detail. Might make some people a little queasy, so I just want to give people a little bit of a heads up considering. So I've talked about catheters before. I've done a couple videos previously on the fact that I still have to use catheters, unfortunately. Something that uh, tends to progress, and then sometimes there's a couple steps backwards in the process as well. What may hold true one day or one week may not necessarily hold true the next day or the next week. So unfortunately, I'm still using catheters, but I'm not going to get into too much detail about that. Like I said, I've already made a couple videos about it. I've made a couple people queasy just talking about it and showing how I use it. But I did want to touch on a couple of stories in regards to using the catheter. So, as you saw in the latest video I put out, um, where I show my first time walking with my AFOs in the walker, you can see the catheter on the side of the walker there. So when I was in the when I was in the hospital room, they had moved the catheter to a couple different areas. I initially had a Foley catheter in, which is a catheter that they put in and they leave in. So whenever there's any kind of urine, it just comes out automatically. There's no inserting and pulling in and out. It's just constantly in. And they had it attached to like a little um, hospital room toilet that was next to the bed, just because obviously I couldn't get up and walk to the bathroom. So they had it attached to the little portable toilet next to the chair I was pretty much living in at that point in time. I couldn't lay down in the bed, so I was more comfortable sitting up and laying back in a chair, and that's what I spent most of my day in, was in that chair. Um, so I had stood up. Unfortunately, some of the side effects from all the drugs they had me on was the bloating sensation and constantly feeling like I needed to go to the bathroom. Side effect of all of the drugs they had me on is constipation, obviously. So I was constantly trying to have to get on and off of this little portable toilet when I felt like I needed to go, which was constantly. Um, so I stood up at one point. Now this is right after I had just done like some walking with the walker and stuff. So I had just gotten to the point where I was able to get up and kind of shuffle a little bit over to this portable toilet. And I stood up and I slipped. And luckily I was able to catch myself more or less on this portable toilet and fell back into where like the hospital bed was at and managed to catch myself there. Come to find out that the bladder where the catheter was draining into had started to leak. It was on the floor. So when I stood up to shuffle over to the chair, I slipped in it, which obviously is a whole situation, but it ended up getting cleaned up and taken care of. They changed my socks for me, took care of the whole situation. Now, when I got moved to the rehab facility, they had to they had to take me off of the Foley catheter. They wanted me to get to a point to where my bladder was getting trained to hold urine and then cathing from there. So they were cathing for me at first, which is just weird in of itself to have somebody else come in and stick a tube up your manhood and drain your bladder for you. Now, initially, it was when I first got there, it was a male nurse. But most of my time at the rehab facility was actually female nurses, which didn't bother me. I'm not sure if they asked me because I was still on so many drugs. I'm not sure if they asked me or not, but I don't recall being asked if it was okay or not. I didn't have a problem with it. I don't care. It's a medical field. Nurses see and deal with stuff on a regular basis. So seeing and my junk and having to help me go to the bathroom is nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary for them. So, um, some of the funny parts of that though are the fact that having somebody else to come in and do it for you, which I thought it was maybe weird that they didn't teach me to cath myself to begin with. When I first got there, I would say probably the first week or so. I probably week and a half. I probably had somebody cathing for me. Um, so initially, having that foliant and having a bladder, they then had me start cathing into like these small little like bedpan urine trays. So they was having somebody cath for me. So I would stand up and pull my pants and my diaper down, and then I would sit down and they would do everything for me. And at one point, one of the nurses, I had given her the heads up too, because like how the catheter was going down into the dish, it wasn't going like down or extending out to where like the flow wouldn't kick back like from a hose, right? It was just kind of resting there. And I said something to her like, "Hey, you might want to move that." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, no, I got it. It's okay." I'm like, "All right." So as soon as she put it in, of course, exactly what I thought was going to happen happened. And the catheter kickback came off of the tray and then just started like like spraying urine everywhere. So it got all over my legs, all over my sweatpants and everything. And they ended up having to do my laundry and everything for me, come in and kind of like bathe my legs and everything down for me, which again, just another silly situation, and having to deal with after having the accident. And then I'm sure these, like I said, these nurses see and deal with this kind of stuff on a daily basis.